Good afternoon, and I'm probably sure that most of you know me, but still, my name is Kabir, and today I'm going to be talking about the key features of JavaScript. Now, the first thing that you see is asynchronous programming. Who can tell me what is the difference between synchronous and asynchronous? Forget about programming. Just in general, what is the difference between asynchronous and synchronous? Can someone tell me that?
The easiest definition would be like synchronous is the step-by-step execution.
Definitely.
And asynchronous will be like the next step will be executed without waiting for the first one.
100%. So basically what synchronous is, it's like you're waiting for the first step to happen so that you can go to the next step. But in asynchronous programming, you don't have to do that. Everything is parallel. You don't have to wait for the first step in order for you to do the second step. It's basically like cooking. Okay, so just the way that my team has cooked here, you have to basically, when you're cooking noodles or something else, you first boil the water and then you put the vegetables or the noodles inside. That is a sequential process. You could do that in a sequential way, one by one. Otherwise, you could do all of that at the same time. The minute you start boiling your water, you can start cutting up your vegetables and putting the spices in. If you don't need spices, your wish. So that was the difference between synchronous and asynchronous programming. Now asynchronous programming, it handles a lot of things using callbacks, promises, but that is delving too much deep into it. So let's move on. Dynamic typing, that's the second feature. I'm pretty sure 99% of you know what it already is without even explaining. Dynamic typing is very, very prevalent in Python. You start with, for example, let x equals 10. What is the data type of this thing? It's an integer, correct?
Also static.
This is called static typing. Now, if I cannot change this, it's called static typing. But if I can change this, for example, if I write Kabir, then this is a string now. So now we changed the type of the variable. So this is called dynamic typing. And the last feature is optional chaining. Now, what are chains? Chains are basically circles interconnected together, correct? So if you think about it, it's like dominoes. Not the pizza. It's like the domino thing. When you push one, it starts going down the rail. So similarly, if you have a variable that is defined, but like a domino effect, you have another variable that is defined inside, and another one defined inside. Here, in optional chaining, we use a very, very particular symbol. It's called question mark. Why did you get 0 in the midterm? Question mark. Why do you not have a girlfriend? Question mark. Same goes on. So when accessing a variable in JavaScript, you use a variable name and then a question mark, which basically tells the interpreter to check if the variable is there. If it's not there, then no problem. Don't give an error, just return a null value and keep going on. But if it wasn't the case, and if the variable was not present, you know what is going to happen? There's going to be an error. And what do you think error does to your program? It stops the program. It does not let it go forward. So this is way better than having an error. Moving on to the next slide. How do you install this? As basically what Jana told, JavaScript has gone many variations. Node.js, Vue.js, Express.js, a lot of them. So right now the best one is called nodejs.org. This is the website name. If you go here and if you download the installer according to your platform, if you're using a Windows, it's a different. If you're using Mac OS or Linux, it's different. So according to that, you have to go here and then download, and then you have to run the command node-version to check if it's properly installed. This is an old one. And if you're specifically using VS Code, you need to have this. This is an extension called Code Runner. Now this is very important because this has a lot of the libraries and other stuff that helps you run the code. So that's it from my side, and thank you so much giving it to Noor.